I'm starting to get the impression that this is the Milton Keynes that people actually think about when they think of Milton Keynes. Welcome to Milton Keynes. Everyone in the UK watching this will have heard of Milton Keynes, I'm sure. If you're not from the UK, how do I describe this? Every village, town, city in the UK has pretty much evolved over hundreds and thousands of years. They all have a very natural, evolutionary style to them. Oh God. Whereas post-war, they decided to create a few new towns, and these towns were going to have lots of leisure really built for the people in a very deliberate way. Milton Keynes is one such town, but because all other British and European towns have evolved over so long, these new, quote, new towns have sort of a reputation for being quite soulless, quite concrete, even though they are very green. They have this really sort of artificialness about them, in reputation. Maybe unfairly, maybe not. I'm here to find out. So I decided to plan a route to see if I could ride around the whole of Milton Keynes pretty much, just on cycle paths alone, because this part of this concept of being built for the people, built for the community, is very much like let people walk, let people cycle through these green spaces that link up every single residential area. And I think I can do it. I think I can do a 40-kilometre ride on cycle paths alone. So just like you'd have on actual roads, all the cycle paths have these immensely comprehensive signs, like this. These signs are just for pedestrians and cyclists. And because there is a cycle path in literally every direction, you need this kind of level of signage. What I am specifically here for, this exact geographic square, is a windmill, which is definitely not new. It's definitely quite off-brand for Milton Keynes, the new town. But it is on a cycle path, so it's allowed. So interesting is that even though it feels like a really urban area because it's, I don't know, just a big urban area, the whole thing is just green space. It's linked together. I'm temporarily on a road, but it is a cycle route. It's not a cycle path. This is a massive urban area. It's a new town. Residential stuff everywhere, and yet there's just this beautiful canal. And there are cycle paths along the whole thing, both sides, just cycle paths, footpaths. It's just this endless network of trails. And I've been on a road, and it wasn't really a road, it's just a quiet residential street, for like 70 metres. Since I started 9 kilometres ago, everything else has been cycle path. I haven't even really crossed many roads because the cycle paths just dip under the road. It's wooded, it's green. I haven't seen a single commercial building. I mean, I am on the outskirts, but it'll be interesting to see as I weave my way in whether I will be able to tell that I'm more in the town, but this is amazing. It's amazing. If this was in France, this would be my new favourite town, which is weird because it's Milton Keynes. What's really funny though is that the reason why I'm actually here is because of Chris Spargo. the amazing YouTuber. Chris Spargo, if you don't know him, I'll put his channel in my description and his Milton Keynes video. But he is just this charming guy who answers interesting questions about British life. I wasn't expecting an entire theme park. It's like Dawlish Warren. You know what, it's actually quite disorientating. I've got no idea which way I'm facing because I feel like I'm just cycling in circles and there's no distinguishing features. It's just mad. It's just park after park, subdivision after subdivision, all linked by multiple cycle paths. And I still feel like I haven't really seen any commercial buildings. I think it seems like each one is a sort of village, all linked together in squares. I'm starting to get the impression that this is the Milton Keynes that people actually think about when they think of Milton Keynes, which is a stadium, an endless sprawl of massive chain restaurants and shops, and what apparently is the head office of Domino's. This is Springfield, which is another subdivision. Every single one looks really different from the others. This is the one hill in Milton Keynes, and it is at the end of the ride. It's also a tiny hill, but still. The last 40 kilometres I've been cycling around the outside sort of edges of Milton Keynes. Now I'm about to cycle through the centre. I assume it's the centre. It's literally the centre, but I don't know if it's going to be centre-y like a normal town. It's full of restaurants, car parks, entertainment. So we're actually staying here tonight, this National Badminton Centre. I'm in the car because I've just moved my car around to the front of the hotel, but what an insane place to ride. So, as I was saying, this video was inspired by Chris Spargo. Chris Spargo is a YouTuber, an unlikely YouTuber, I think he would say himself. And he makes these amazing videos about the UK, culture in the UK, places in the UK, just odd things that you sort of have thought about, but not much. And then when he poses this question, you're like, you know what, I really want to know the answer to that. It's such a perfect type of YouTube video. Anyway, he had one, which I'll put in the description, about Milton Keynes, and he walked around it. And everyone who's not from around here just thinks that Milton Keynes is concrete city, full of roundabouts, nothing else. But he was sort of showing how there were so many footpaths and cycle paths around it and how green it actually was. So when I knew that I would have to drive past here, I thought I would capitalise on it and explore, and that's what I've done. And it is so green. It's like, honestly, 99% of that ride, 41 kilometres, 99% of that ride was cycle path. And most of those cycle paths were in beautiful green spaces. The only weird thing was at the very end when we cycled straight through the middle of the centre, and it was just car parks, massive brand name restaurants, and just these buildings that I couldn't tell if they were office blocks or flats. I've got no idea. It was so ugly. But everything else was really charming. It was really interesting. Thanks for coming with me on this one. Next week, I'm going to do the polar opposite of this ride. I'll see you then.